Dad with Simple Suburban Living, and today I'm just going to run through how I'm converting one of these Vogelzang barrel stoves into a pool heater. If you haven't seen the previous video where I go through real quickly on how to build one of these, I'll link over to that as well. But basically what I want to do is just convert this into a water heater, or in this case a pool heater. I'm going to use this to circulate some of our pool water through, so we can run it at maybe 1 or 2 days a week and just kind of boost the pool temperature up a little bit. I also have a solar heater for the pool, and again I'll link over to that video as well as soon as I get that posted up, and you can see how I'm heating the pool with a homemade solar heater as well. So basically what I've done to the barrel so far, the barrel stove, to start the conversion process, is I've got some of these 3/8 rod, 3/8 thread rod. They're a couple bucks a piece at Home Depot, and I drilled some holes right through, and I just ran that threaded rod right through from one side to the other, and screwed on some nuts and washers, and that just created kind of a little shelf in there where I'm going to set a coil of copper pipe. I'll go ahead and show you the copper piping coil that I'm using, just being real simple here, and not getting anything fancy, but just getting a 30-foot coil of copper in there to circulate water around. So I'll show you that, and I'll show you how I'm connecting. Alright, so I'm using a 30-foot piece of 1/2-inch copper coil, and I'm just going to basically mount this at the top of the heater, and I'll see how well that heats up the water. If it doesn't produce enough heat, I'll add a second coil, but I have a feeling that this will be sufficient. So this is just going to get mounted up on the top of that barrel, and I'll show you how I'm doing that. Alright, so I've got the copper coil placed on the two 3/8 rods that I stuck through the top here, so that coil's sitting right here at the top, and I've just stubbed the two ends of the coil right out the back. So I just drilled a couple holes in the back of the barrel here, and I stubbed the 1/2-inch pipe out the back. All I'm going to do now is I've got some scrap pieces of copper pipe from a shower remodel project that I did, and I'm just going to pipe this down and put a couple fittings on here so I can attach some flexible hosing and run it over to the pool filter. So I'll show you the project, or the process here of getting those things hooked up, and then I'll show you how I have it diverted from the pool. This is taped to make sure that it doesn't leak.
Oh.
Yeah. I know.
That's all cool.
It's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah. What was he doing?
Changing these fittings in here.
What was he doing?
I just told you. Alright, so we've got all the piping and connections put together here, and fired the heater up here for the first time. It's been running for a couple hours, and it looks like my barbecue paint either wasn't a high enough temperature rating, or it didn't stick very well because the barrel wasn't very clean. So I have to repaint, it looks like, but got real hot in there, that's for sure. So anyway, got the copper coil on the top of the barrel coming out here, and then the copper pipe runs down, and I've got it fittings here. I wanted to run copper a few feet away from the heater, obviously, because I'm using low temperature irrigation line to get it from here over to the filter. As long as I run pump water through the coil fast enough, or at least at a decent pace, it doesn't get that hot. So it's probably coming out at about 100 degrees, maybe 120 degrees, so it should be fine for that that black hosing. So I got a couple fittings here, and then the hosing goes over to through the little retaining wall here and over into the pool area, and then I'll show you how I have the water diverted from the pump over to the pool heater. Alright, so this is the diverter that I built. Actually, I built this last year and I added to it this year. And I designed this so you could just continue to add to it. As many heating devices as you want to hook up, you can hook up to it. So but what I have here is the water actually is coming in from the filter here. So this is all after the filter and everything. I'll back up here and show you. So I've got the pump, pumps the water into the filter, goes through the filter and then out into the diverter here. And this shutoff right here allows me to back off that the flow a little bit here, and it forces a little bit of water to come down into my diverter here. So I'm not diverting all of the water, just a little bit. So it just creates a little bit higher pressure on this side. And then I've got two knobs here, two valves here. This one goes to my solar heater, which I don't have hooked up yet, and then this one goes to the new wood burning pool heater, which we just hooked up. And so the water goes out through that pipe and then comes back through this black pipe here and then into this side, and then because this side has a lower pressure than this side, it just kind of creates a suction actually on this side the way that this is, and it goes right back into the pool. And so that's the diverter I have here, and I can, like I said, I can add to this, and I plan on getting a second solar heater, and then once I have my one solar heater hooked up, I can just add another T to the bottom and then hook up a second solar heater. So the solar heaters are awesome when it's sunny out. I run those every day, and it maintains the pool temperature. It, doesn't go below 75 that way with the solar heaters on. And the wood burning here, I should be able to run that a few days a week, and or a day or two a week probably, and boost the temperature up about 5 to 10 degrees. So the water temperature coming out of the heater right now, I don't have a thermometer to put on it, but it feels like probably about 30 degrees, maybe 20 to 30 degrees difference than the pool water. So the pool temperature right now is 60. I just opened it yesterday or the day before, and so the water coming out of there is probably between 90 or above. So but it seems to be working really well. I'll have more results. I'll post some comments with the video here as I get some more temperature results, and I'm actually going to get a dual probe thermometer that I can put on both sides so I can see what the exact split is. I'm just kind of guesstimating now using my hand, but so you can see what the actual temperature is. But all in all, so far the heater's working awesome, so I'm happy with it. I'm using galvanized pipe on the top there. I know you're not supposed to do that, but it's outside and I don't really care. I just wanted something to create a draft, so I'll be getting an actual real piece of chimney pipe for that, and obviously doing some repainting looks like, but working good so far. So draft isn't that great, but I'll get that fixed up once we find some good chimney pipe for it. So, and there's a shot of that copper coil that's sitting up there at the top, so right in the blast of the flames as much as possible. So should heat that water up pretty good. I could have spread the coil out more across the top, but it was more of a pain than it was worth. It's hard to work inside the heater, so I think there's enough surface area around that coil to heat it up pretty well. Alright, well hopefully this gave you some ideas if you're looking to build a pool heater for yourself. The solar heater I definitely recommend building first. It's cheaper. Actually, I guess it was about the same cost, but definitely an easy project, and I'll link over to that video as well as soon as I get that posted up. The solar heater is a great way to maintain, along with the solar cover of course, maintain the temperature of the pool, and then this is a great way to boost temperature up. So again, like I said, I'll post some more temperature results in the comments as soon as I get them, and hopefully this gave you some good ideas. So please comment, like the video, please hit thumbs up. That does help the video rankings, and it also helps me determine what content to put out. So I appreciate any thumbs up that you have. Subscribe to the channel. I'm constantly doing other types of sustainable projects and aquaponics and other things that we have going on around here. So subscribe to the channel, you get updates on the videos. Thank you for watching. Have a good one.